think the BESA membership, it pretty much launched us to where we are today. If it wasn't for Bett Futures, we wouldn't have the likes of Nason that we speak to now, or some partnerships like Stat Sheffield have even come off the back of that as well.
BESA's Launchpad program has helped a lot from the beginning. As a young company, we are growing up with the help of BESA.
Launchpad is great because it gives us the opportunity to find out what we can get from BESA, to understand whether or not it's going to be useful to our company, to then make the decision about whether or not to become a full member and enjoy all the benefits on an ongoing basis.
I would totally encourage particularly start-up companies to become members of BESA because of all that information and contacts that are available. I've been acting as a mentor for one of the leading companies. They're going to come to us and have a chat with our international sales manager and our business development managers on how we approach the international market.
We were partnered up and lucky enough to be partnered with a mentor, get experience from people who'd been there, done it, started small and grown, and whether it's exporting or whether it's growing your bigger numbers in terms of schools you're working with or sales, and then giving us opportunities as well around being able to jump on the export panel at the Bett show and getting a bit more publicity and awareness. So for smaller companies and startups looking to join, I think that'd be definitely a good reason to look at it.
BESA provides lots of research insight to help us to understand schools' requirements.
The research they do is fantastic. The little journals they put out about spending, about what schools are looking for and doing.
Are they looking to buy curriculum resources in the next 2 to 3 years? What percentage of the budget are they spending on that? We can then attack that area of the market.
It really gives us an idea where we should be heading, what we should be doing.
The research is the aspect that companies really can't replicate, partly because they wouldn't have the budgets to do it, but also they not necessarily have the know-how, the resources or the connections.
It saves us a lot of time as well because we know that you're covering the current topics like that we don't have to go out there and search it ourselves and ask our customers.
Every week I get in my inbox information about what's happening in the market. That's the first thing that I look at on a Friday morning. I can scan through and I can understand about what's happening in the market.
Great organisation to be a member of with lots of information that's helped us across a whole raft of areas.
In terms of the export side, I think BESA helps in 2 ways. The first is some of the conferences that it organises are highly attended by international customers. So as long as you're set up to do the international sales, which BESA can help you with if you are not, it can be a very good opportunity to, one, find out what the international market wants, but also potentially sell to them.
We export to about 19 different countries and a lot of that has happened through BESA Help.
4 years ago we were selling into just the UK and the United States, but now we sell into 69 different countries. We sell heavily into India, China, and the information received from BESA has been really helpful in that aspect in terms of how you go about getting into international sales, in finding representatives in international countries and so on, and finding distributors who we can work with.
The research and insights we get about the UK market gives us a good idea of how that's going to be transferred and moved over to the international sector as well, where you see a lot of those British curricula and even the US curricula schools picking up the British curricula system, getting a bit of an understanding of how in 6 months, 12 months, 18 months or so those schools might start picking up some of the UK trends helps us a lot to tailor our product and tailor our services and our message to get out to those schools. The links with UKTI, the support and connections that BESA has with the overseas conferences and exhibitions as well helps us a lot.
Can you afford not to be a member of BESA? Because there's a lot of things that BESA gives to you that as an individual organisation I don't think you'd be able to do with the resources that you have.
It's the work they do behind the scenes with government, with the lobbying. So having that organisation that's willing to sit around the table with government and fight our corner is fantastic. We couldn't do that on our own, you know.
We found it absolutely invaluable. We've had the support of BESA in terms of mentoring, which has been absolutely brilliant, getting to know people, the networking side of it. We couldn't have got to where we are now if it hadn't been for support of BESA.
The actual contacts and the networking is absolutely invaluable. I've been in education for over 40 years, but my contacts have grown over the past 4 or 5 years because I've been working for a company that's a member of BESA.
You're kind of a member of a very, very exclusive little club here of people that are all in the same boat as you are, all suppliers, all got the same aims, aspirations.
If you're serious about the education market and you really want to be involved, then you really need to be a member of BESA to be able to access all of those things and get that inside knowledge. Otherwise, you're really working from the outside.